All right, and welcome to the Game Jam category. So, what is the Game Jam category? In order to be able to participate in this category, the developer's game must have been created in a game jam during the year 2020. A game jam, for you out there who don't know, is a contest where participants try to make a video game from scratch. The contest duration is usually something between 24 and 72 hours. So yeah, now we are gonna see play the top 3 games from that category. So we'll start off with Cat Colony Crisis by Devil's Cider Games, and I heard that we have a big team here today. Hello,
Hi,
Paul.
how's it going?
Hi, Paul. Yeah, well, everything good. How are you doing, Paul?
I'm doing good. So yeah, we are a four-person team. So there's myself, there's Christine who just came on, Chelsea Sorry, and Chris Lyons. So we are the team at Devil Cider Games that made Cat Calling Crisis. So as you said, it was made during a game jam. So the game jam that we made this game for was the Jamming the Curve game jam event, which was put on by Indiecade, LabX, Georgia Tech, and Seattle Indies.
Right.
So the cool thing about this jam was that the theme of it was to come up with a game that's pro-science, pro-social, and helps fight the spread of COVID-19, because COVID-19 sucks, and we need, if you can make a game that helps people from getting it, then that's a pretty cool concept, and that's where Cat Colony Crisis came from.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, yeah. So the whole team's here?
This is the whole team, yes.
Yes, all right. That's really cool to have you all here. Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about the game itself?
Yeah, so the concept is you are on a spaceship full of spacefaring cats who are traveling. So basically, a virus appears on the ship, and you need to use contact tracing, testing, in order to try and stop the spread of the virus. So this version of the game, we have different settings. You can change your population. You can change the number of people that start infected, the infection rate. Obviously, the higher up those numbers go, the more difficult the game becomes.
Do you have any advices for the sliders?
Started
a good player.
I mean, that's probably all right. That's probably this is probably a pretty easy, good part to start. Or I mean, you can just reset it to default and go from there. It's probably pretty. Our default level was probably what you would consider an easy setting. So yeah, so we have a logbook in the top right corner, which keeps tracks of like events that you're doing, people that you're sending for testing. So you're gonna want to watch for any signs of infection. So like coughing, sneezing, sweating, headaches. So as you can see, the cats are just sort of going around and doing their own thing. They don't care that there's a virus going on, which we felt was something that happens a lot in the real world.
Some of them are wearing a mask. So
some do, yes.
Should I worry less about the cats with a mask than those
you should still keep an eye on everybody, because like masks do help, like they do reduce the spread, the likelihood of spread, but they're not 100%, just like in real life. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a cat, and then if you click the testing icon in the bottom, so it's the one of the that's the one where you're sticking the Q-tip in somebody's mouth. Click on that, and that cat's going to go down into the tail here to one of the testing centers, and you're going to find out for sure if that cat has any. As you can also see, what in the list there, what that cat has done, who they've interacted with. So if he comes back positive, you're probably going to want to test the cats that have been in contact with this cat. So let's see what our result is.
Yeah, there's 3 cats. Let's see what's happened.
Yeah, so he is positive. So you're going to want to isolate him, which is that one there. Okay, and then you're going to find the cats that he was talking to.
I forgot the name.
Yeah, sorry, the information went away. So you might want to send the other cats to test. But so you have 2 testing stations, so you can send more than one cat.
I think this one was the third one. Let's see.
Okay. So if you want, you can minimize your logbook so that you can see more of your screen to keep a closer eye on some of your cats. If you just click in that arrow up there. And then you can also, I believe, click that and move it off so it's in a different spot on the screen as well.
Yeah.
Similarly, you can move your player panel as well. They do. By this point,
This one was
no, he's sick. If they have the that red mark above their head, they come back testing sick. At this point, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that all of your cats are sick, which is exactly what happened.
Oh no!
So you really have to be sort of quick on it and start testing as quickly as possible. But it does speak to sort of the real world situation that if you let it get ahead of you, it does spread very, very quickly. So we tried to make it as accurate in that regard. So as I said, this was made during the Jamming the Curve Game Jam event. So it was a slow jam. So it was a 2-week time period. Obviously, with all of the stuff that's going on in the industry about the concerns of crunch time, etc., they decided to do a jam that was completely where people didn't need to do any crunch time, so you could work at a nice quality leisurely place and get the game out. So most of this all of the art was done by Christine. And Chelsea did some of the art as well, and then Chelsea did a lot of the programming, as did Chris. So Chelsea did the AI programming, and Chris did a lot of our effects programming and some of the interactions as well. I did QA work on this project because actually when we started this project, I was on a family vacation, so I came in 1 week into the project. Like, I knew about it. I think I was the one who suggested that we do the jam because I was the first one to hear about it. And then I was like, oh no, I'm going to be on vacation. So luckily the team was able to do such a fantastic job. Short one team member, and then I sort of took over in QA. So there was a competitive aspect to the Jamming the Curve event as well. So we did end up winning one of the 5 categories in the Jamming the Curve event. Oh, we lost again.
Just make it the slider smaller.
You can put up the population if you'd like.
Yeah, I guess, if you increase the population but keep the start infected down, you're probably okay. It probably would be a little easier because it or it just won't get everybody as fast.
Oh, okay.
So now you got tons of cats.
Oh my, it's so much.
So yeah, just look for someone who's showing symptoms because you only have one sick cat. So to tell a little secret, if you find one person who has 2 symptoms right now and test them before they spread it to anybody else, you should win. Because currently in this version of the game, cats only start with one potential non-related symptom, right? Some cats may have fur allergies or migraines, etc. So we ended up winning that category in the Jamming the Curve event, and then actually we were able to. We also then were able to compete for a development grant to make a more advanced version of this game, which actually is currently out. So this is Cat Colony Crisis 1.0, the original Game Jam version. Right now, there's a different version of the game, which is more fleshed out, and it's available on Google Play, Steam, iOS. So it's a mobile game as well.
It's also in Spanish.
Yes,
what's
and it's
the
available in English and
difference
Spanish.
between that version and this version?
The
biggest difference.
The biggest difference is, there is a ton. We completely sort of changed the win condition. So basically, instead of ever hitting a point where it just says you lose, or in this case, if you find all of the sick people and isolate them and no more viruses can spread, it says you win. In that one, you just have a time, like you're traveling from point A to point B, and new cats join your ship and new cats leave. So it's basically becomes a score-based game. where it's all about how well you control the virus and control the spread. Also, another cool feature that we added in the new version is it actually shows you like the web of how the virus spread, so you can see who had it, who they gave it to, and who those people gave it to. So it's really kind of cool in that regard. But yeah, there's like, to be honest, if we were to sit down and sort of discuss the differences, it would take a long time, right? A lot of really strong improvements were made to the game. This game, like. For a game jam game, we couldn't have been happier with what we were able to put out in the 2-week slow jam with Cat Colony Crisis. But being given time and resources to upgrade it, we had an additional 2 months worth of work, and the game that we came out with is a much more advanced version of Cat Colony Crisis. But we do still love the original.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
It has a special place in our hearts.
How you doing, Auntie?
Remember the bugs.
Just need some serious focus. Like,
Yeah.
all my brain power goes here right now. I thought
It
this
is.
was
It
like,
is definitely a lot more hectic, or it is very, very hectic,
Yeah,
right? Like it
I'm
instantly
surprised
starts and
about
you gotta.
speed of this game. There's no time to think. You just click.
You just
click,
gotta
and-
go.
Yeah. Ah,
So
Like a snowball
Oh,
down a mountain.
misclick, but yeah.
Yeah, they were probably sick. It's fine.
but you have managed this sort of quite well so far.
Surprisingly well.
Yeah. I thought, with all those kind of like crazy cat lane, the kind of amount of cats and it's,
Yeah.
it's gonna be... Yeah. I really need to ask you something, because it's either a fun coincidence or you actually will know this. But a couple of years back, I was in Indonesia, and I have a friend over there that actually has a cat sanctuary on a small island there, and rescuing sort of the wild cats. And they are the looks of this game is actually exactly like what the clinic has, the cat clinic. It has the same face of the cat in the exactly same yellow, and even the font is of the Cat Crisis Colony is actually exactly the same. So I was just wondering if it was a coincidence, or is it? Do you know this cat clinic?
Christine?
No, I don't know it at all.
All right.
It's purely like I wanted to make it as close to the theme of cats, but also like with the clinical side. So I think it's just we both had the same inspiration there as people who love cats and people who care about them being healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I guess it was something like that. But yeah, it's kind of funny because it's. I was immediately when I saw this game a couple of months back, I was like, "What? Did they go to?" It's called Cats of Gili, the Gili Islands, and it's really a fun thing. But yeah,
We'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
Kindred spirits, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's, both are on like good cause.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very good cat island.
I don't know if I'm winning.
Well, I mean, as long as you keep one cat healthy, you're a winner in the game.
Just decimated the
right.
population.
99% of the cats dead, but yes, still a winner.
We
we
just
leave
isolated.
it. Yeah, we leave it to your personal decision. They're isolated. Some of them will recover, hopefully.
Oh, that's good.
We're just assuming. Maybe they all recover. So.
So when where you put them to recover, where do they go? Do you have any kind of?
We don't show it. We didn't want. As I said, we kind of wanted to leave it to people's own personal comfort level. Right, like. I don't know. I don't know how some people might not be very happy if they, had a bunch of cats in hospital beds or whatever else you could visualize it.
Okay.
Personally,
Bug I fixed later.
What's going on? Okay.
See the little cat sitting there? He's stuck.
We got one cat.
Meow.
Oh, you did. You did it. You saved one cat.
Yay!
Mr. Meow.
So, I mean, technically it's a win. Let's hope where he's going, there's another healthy cat, and then they can keep their cat society going.
yeah.
Because if not, it's a short-lived victory, I guess. But
Yeah.
so that's one of the reasons why we introduced the different version in the release version of the game, because we wanted it to be less about
Crazy.
crazy situations like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go right over the top, eh?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know if anyone, even one of us developers who played the game 1,000 times, would be able to handle those types of stats.
I got close
It's
one.
almost like an instant loss. So yeah, and in the newest version of the game, we actually have like presets difficulty levels. We still have the sliders where you can adjust things, but we've sort of come up with what we refer to as our easy, medium, and hard levels, and in custom you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
So just because like with players like yourself who are sort of new to the game, it's like, well, where do I set these sliders? We figured most people would just be like, okay, and then click play. And then that would give them sort of a baseline, but
Also, fine if you start testing as soon as possible. It also helps.
So I can spam the testing at the beginning and hope for the best. Right?
yeah, usually if you're not sure on someone, as soon as someone shows a symptom, maybe send them to get tested. Really try and find that one person who's exhibiting two symptoms. That's probably the best way to sort of catch it right off the hop, because that's the secret with any sort of these types of pandemics, right? If you can catch patient 0 before they spread it, then it's a win for
Nothing will
everybody.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I think that's too
It's
late for
already
that.
yeah.
Full disaster. So I should isolate these cats which are spreading this green pollution right away.
Oh, it's a sneezing.
Some cats might have allergies.
Okay, so yeah.
Which we thought was kind of funny. Having a cat with a fur allergy is ironic, but maybe it's real. Maybe it's a real thing. Cats that are allergic to themselves.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I can't say enough how sort of grateful we were for IndieCade and LabX to come up with this jam concept and to make it public to everyone, because coming up, just having someone else come up with the concept of like, hey, a anti-COVID game was sort of something that I don't know if we would have necessarily made this game if it wasn't for that. Because we personally feel that games have the ability to be more than just a form of silly entertainment, but
Yeah.
I never thought of them as a public health tool before, and now I realize that why not? And in this instance, since the cats don't do what they should be doing to stop the spread, it reinforces how important it is for you yourself to do those things that you should be doing, right? Like to stay away from other people. Don't go out and start random cat fights in the middle of town square, right?
Yeah.
It's also generally good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah, I mean it is, but or don't randomly go and make kissy face at people randomly, right? So we also did include each of the interactions have different chances of spreading, right? So like
So
a
you
fight
can
with
see if you
somebody is
hover
a
over them.
higher chance. Kissing a stranger is a high chance. Talking's not that big of a deal. And then, as we said, the PPE, so the mask or the face shield, also do slightly modify those risks. But obviously, the best lowest risk situation is just if they would all stay away from each other, which they won't because they're cats and they don't listen. Which we felt was a pretty good hallmark of cats, which in a way was part of the reason why we chose cats. I mean, the real reason was Christine wanted to draw cats, right?
Yeah, I wanted it to be about cats.
And then as soon as that was suggested, we were like, oh my goodness, it also fits perfectly with the themes of the game, right? And it's sort of one of those moments where someone's desire to do art of a certain type fit perfectly with the theme of the game. And I think that if it was a bunch of people walking around the spaceship, it wouldn't necessarily be as effective.
Yeah,
Because let's be honest.
People would feel it too serious. Like
Yes,
it's too relatable to your own life.
Exactly what I was going to say. It takes a bit of the edge off. Makes the subject matter a little easier to digest with it being cats. We all know what the subject matter is. We all know that it's COVID. We all know that it's dealing with virus spread and the pandemic.
Yeah.
But since we don't explicitly say it anywhere, it makes it a little easier to digest it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
How many healthy ones do we have, Antti?
he's got 2 so far. 2 confirmed healthy, and
Alright.
2 unknown.
Oh,
Exactly. So just keep.
Well, if he ends up finishing the game with 2, that is 100% increase on last
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Exactly.
that's so political. Like, I can imagine the government saying that we made it so well this time.
You might
Yeah.
want to check that
We
one cat
doubled
hiding
the
one
amount of
tree
healthy
testing
ones.
center.
Oh no! Just to make it sure. Oh yeah, the symbol of this character is exactly the COVID test, like the
Yeah.
Nose
I don't know the name. That
The swabbing.
Well,
Yeah,
the
the thing you
swab.
put inside the nose. So. I didn't realize. Yeah, the swab.
Those
Yeah.
were. So you should send that one to the test.
Uh-oh.
Everybody are going to the test.
Mario.
No, not you. No. Leo is kind of okay.
So the 2 ones you had, they're gone now. All right.
Okay.
it's a one again.
If she's no.
See, the one guy who went and hid behind the testing center, he was the one who stayed healthy the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was
Smart
an
one.
issue I fixed
Yeah.
with pathing that caused them to stay in one place. But this-
So it
this
wasn't
still
because
has
I
that
was a
issue.
good player. It was.
No, of course it was. Of course it was.
Yeah, good. I just want to say no.
Yeah, pre-existing conditions will have them have allergies, sickness, whatever, and you have like up to 3 different non-infection symptoms. So it gets way harder.
Let's be fast.
I like this crazy cat scenario.
Okay.
So I take it all of you guys that you are cat persons, not dog persons.
Actually, I'm a dog person, but my dog loves cats.
I don't know if you can see my cat in the background. He's on my bed there.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Little orange lump back there.
Yes, my cat's upstairs somewhere. I think probably being chased around by my kids.
Oh my gosh.
Instant failure. Oh no.
30 seconds,
Okay.
yeah.
let's try.
So infection
Let's
rate
try
of
the easy
400 can make them really get sick the moment they interact.
Your cat reminds me like we always have this like silly idea of having like playing games with the devs who have their pets on the stream as well. I still want to do it.
Yeah, let's
Wake him up for that. I don't think he'd appreciate me waking him up for that.
Yeah, we had like all kinds of cats and dogs in this for gaming with game devs on it.
Nice.
Cats usually don't care about video games. Yeah, I have
No.
learned that.
I like looking at the screen though. Or stepping on the keyboard.
I'm just curious about the game jams. So have you done any other games in game jams as well, or how was this? Was it just like one off, or?
We have done other games in game jams. So in 2 years ago, I think it was.
Mhm.
Actually, maybe 3. We did the global game jam, and we created a game called Morris Chromosome, which is also available on Google Play if you want to check it out. It was a pattern recognition game where you use Morse code to teleport a person from point A to point B. And if you do it properly, then they come out on the other side. Great. And if not, you end up making sort of a wacky sort of mix and match mutant. So it was a pretty cool little fun game that we made during the Global Game
It's
Jam
also on iOS.
2018. So yeah, it's on iOS. Sorry, iOS and Google Play. So yeah, so I mean, we have done a couple game jams. I think Chris has done a couple like not even official game jams where he just like has game jams with his buddies. One of our
I
current
bug
projects.
people to make games with me sometimes.
Yeah, one of our current projects is based out of one of those personal game jams that Chris had, which is called Zero G Gunfight. So it's a 2D arena shooter set in outer space where you use your guns to move and fight each other. So that game's currently in development. We're hoping to have it out on PC and console by June 2022. So
Yeah,
next
right.
June. So I mean, we like game jams. I mean, they're a great opportunity to think on your feet, do really fast prototyping, and by the end of a game jam, whether your idea is gonna work and be worth investing more time in, or if it's a case of like, okay, well, that was fun, we learned some stuff, now let's wash our hands of this game and go find something else. Let's go find another project.
Definitely.
So yeah, no, game jams are great, and anyone who's new to the industry or looking to get more experience in games, game jams are a great spot to sort of get that type of experience. I know a lot of the game jams are sort of open to where people can just say like, hi, I'm looking to join a team and here's my skill set. And, it's a good spot for people to develop and people to learn. And for those who are, on teams to do the most fun parts of game dev, right? The concept phase and the early development phase are the most fun.
Yeah, exactly.
The polish phase at the end can be a slog sometimes, and then
That's your own opinion.
Yeah.
Some people
Well,
might love that.
Yeah,
some
exactly.
people might.
Not
That's
me,
true.
but-
That's true. I mean, most people I speak to, refer to that sort of that phase near the later development or near the end as being, the hard part, right? The part where it's hard to keep that enthusiasm up, and and it's a lot of just bug squashing and little tiny finicky fixes.
Exactly.
And they're great and they're needed, but it's not as exciting as the moments of discovery and the beginning.
Yeah, I can draw some some parallels to golfing here, for example, because it's funny in the beginning to just like the first part of the course to just like hit long balls and see it's fun and exciting and then when you're near the green it's just like just a question of hitting hitting the spot and getting everything like all the stars aligned to get everything to work. And so I can really relate to it. Yeah, we had a couple of game jams ourselves here at the GDWC that were kind of fun. Me and Antti here, for example, were involved in those, and it was really cool to see how what they came up with. It was a bit longer game. I think there were 7 days those, so there was like 1 week game jam.
Nice.
Next time we're planning on making maybe 2 days game jams or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely prefer the longer sort of slow jams, right? The short ones are cool too, but I mean, I'm getting a bit old for that. I don't really intentionally want to spend two nights getting almost no sleep.
Yeah.
To do a jam. It's much cooler if I can, pace myself and do 8-10 hour days a couple days in a row than do one 20-hour day and another 18-hour day or even worse. So but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a benefit to both, but I prefer the slow jams.
Yeah. I can definitely see the benefits of actually sleeping and not just like
Yeah.
living on coffee.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the time is probably it's during the day over there. Here it's getting early evening, so we're gonna stay up with this stream for another 5 hours here. So yeah, it's gonna be in the middle of the night. So
That's gonna be a long haul.
yeah, it definitely is. But we are on a good way here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe that's the last one. No? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Hey! 100% improvement. There we go. I think you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
It can be very
It has
difficult.
to be really, really fast. A little bit luck is needed as well, I believe. I mean,
The newer
if you can
versions
find
don't
the
do
patient zero or something like that.
Yeah, it's
we have
just,
2 minutes left actually.
If I were to do it, I would probably my suggestion would be if you zoom in close and quickly do a quick scan of all the cats that you start with and find that one person who's doing 2 things, either sweating and a headache or coughing. Like if they have 2 symptoms, get that person tested and you're a winner. So it's now you just have to hope that person also didn't talk to anyone else. So yeah, there is a bit of luck, but that's usually the strategy in this version of the game that I would use. Just really keep an eye out for that person that's exhibiting in the way that you have the settings here, two symptoms, and then you know that you've found patient 0. So
Yeah, I could have tried another version as well.
yeah, I definitely
to
would
see.
recommend that. Check it out on Steam, Google Play. It's also up on itch.io as well, and
It's free.
iOS. And it's 100% free. No ads, no none of that,
Oh.
no none of that stuff. As we said, it's a sort of trying to help fight the spread of COVID. So we felt that it was best to get it into as many players' hands as possible. So it's currently a free game.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
So.
Yeah. Thank you so very much for being here today with us, and it was really cool to see the whole team with us. And
Yeah,
It was a big
Thanks for having us.
very much.
Yeah,
Thank
by
you
the
for
way,
having us.
don't go anywhere yet. If you have time, there's a small chat after the announcement of the winner. I mean, maybe it's you or maybe it's the other 2 games. Who knows?
Yeah, we
we
will
will know
definitely
soon.
stick around.
Oh, thank you very
Perfect.
much.
Yeah,
All right,
and
thank you.
see you afterwards after the winner has been announced. All right, and let's
All right,
move
we'll see you in a
over
bit.
to you too.
See you.
Bye.
All right, and the next game is gonna be Time to Dance by Savvy
Yeah.
Community.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello there.
How you doing?
All good here. All good.
The sun is
That's right.
shining, and
Yeah.
what else do you need?
Excellent. Yeah, nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're actually a huge team as well, but I'm the only one president. So I will try to do my best to represent the others.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
All right. So, where are you calling us from? Where?
I'm in Lyon, in France. We are
South
actually, yeah, like kind of in the middle, next to the Alps, and
Yes.
in the middle between Paris and Marseille. I don't know if you've been there.
Yes, I've been there a couple of times. I really like Lyon. It's a good thing, and I'm actually going there in December. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, just reach us and come say hi.
Yeah, yeah. I already got promised one pizza in Italy, so let's see.
All right, you have a huge tour to go through. Good.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
forget the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. I got invited to archaeological dig in Brazil. That's good.
Brazil.
Also, yeah, we can have some good wine and cheese in France.
Oh, definitely here. Yeah. My flat is actually just above a wine shop, so
Ooh, oh yeah.
really, really good one. Yeah. So, what do you want to do? You want me to get you through the game, or
What are we going to play?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell.
So, Time to Dance is a social find the intruder small game we made during like the Ludum Dare, the last one, not this one, but the 47th one in last October. And so it was a 70 hours competition on the theme Stuck in a Loop. So we decided to make a game about dancing.
All right.
That's what you need to start, I guess. So I just want to say that this version has been like updated after the end of the competition, and if you want to play the original one, you can do that on the itch.io page.
All right.
So yeah, I'll tell you what was improved and stuff. Okay, you can go on.
Okay.
Yeah, please tell what's happening in the next version if there's something.
Okay. That's weird. What happened there?
Oh yeah,
That's
I was
good.
playing this before, so
Okay. So you're
yeah,
not.
the game remembered me.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
So we're gonna miss the tutorial part.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess it's fine.
Can I
So-
reset the?
The cookies, I'm
somehow.
not sure.
Ah,
You should play with another brother if possible. Could you do that, or is it?
Yeah, it will take a little bit of time, but
Yeah, let's do that. It's
yeah,
we're not
it's better
definitely
to do it.
not
Yeah, we're not in a
think-
hurry, right?
Yeah. Cool to see the intro for the
Yeah,
viewers.
the intro
as
was
well.
cool actually. So
Mhm.
Thank you.
So let's.
So yeah, we're a community of people, mostly people from France, mostly from Lyon, and we're not like a company. We're more like a bunch of juniors, freelancers, and students, and we get together to talk about games, to try to get better at making some, and we try to create like a method to be able to quickly design and prototype games. So yeah, we make a lot of games in a small amount of time.
All right.
Yeah.
So you usually go to participate in many different kind of game jams, or
Sorry?
do you go to different game jams as well a lot, or how?
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago we didn't know how to make games at all, and we started to just get together, and we made like 21 game in 2 years. Just it's never more than 3 days of work, so it's a good way to learn fast and go through repetition and trial and error. So yeah, most of our games are meh. Some we like some of them, and we enjoy really much some of the ones we like. But yeah, we really like Time to Dance, so we wanted to, I don't know, we wanted to show it to other people.
Yeah, I think that's it's a good like kind of how to say like a method of sort of sorting out what's good, because if even 10% of all the games you do have good ideas, that means that you'll end up with some good stuff. So yeah, I think it's a good plan. And so this version of Time to Dance we're playing, it was only during that Ludum Dare, or is this updated afterwards as well?
The one you're playing or trying to play was updated. We spent like 3 days more on it, and we never crunch. We always spend only 8 hours a day on a game, so it's 72 hours plus 3 times 8 hours or something.
Okay.
You can actually access the original version on the page. We usually work with themes. We try to talk and just get what can be interesting about the theme, and so we wanted to do something interesting with stuck in a loop. So
that was the theme of the game jam, stuck in a loop.
All right. The Ludum Dare, and was just a lot of people there, and was amazing to see many players trying new games and saying nice things about it and stuff like this.
Just
All
a
right.
second more.
Yeah.
My second browser is. Oh, now it's there, finally.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I can do it.
If you have a second browser, that probably means that.
Yeah,
no
it took
cookies
some
either.
time for my streaming application to find the new browser, but yeah, finally. Now it's time to dance.
All right. So feel free to tell us what we are seeing, what is happening as long as we play it.
Okay, so we usually have spend a lot of time just talking about what we want to do and how to explore or question the theme. And so this time we spent like the first day with 8 people just talking about it and deciding. So we decided that we wanted to talk about NPCs, like non-player characters, and we thought that if you're a human, you get through a cycle, and if you're not a human, or if you don't get through a cycle, like a repetitive stuff, sleeping, going through your day and sleeping again, then you're an AI. And so the thing is that we were thinking like every NPCs that are like programmed are like humans, because they go through man-made behavior. And so we wanted to make a game in which you have to find the human. You have to find the human because he is going through a cycle of dance. And that's what he is showing you. He has to design these moves on a 8-bit sequence, and then is going to send it to the database, and it's in our database. And then in the next games, all the other players, we will be able to see this guy or get to meet him on the dance floor.
Yep.
So,
Okay,
yeah. So the aim, like what you want to do here is just to locate which of these dancers is not going through a loop.
The 8-bit pattern, right?
Yeah, which one is going through a loop. So you can just say hi on the dance floor. Because the other ones are random AIs and you don't want to disturb them because it's a AI-only club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. And at the end, you get to vote as a reward or to invent a new pattern that people will see in the game again. And you go through this and it gets harder and harder because you will have like effects that will be a pain to go through, and it's going to be really more difficult because you will have more people around and things like this. I recommend the music is very nice. It's it evolves with the game, and we have like several floors. It was made by one of our like freelancers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My bad.
Yeah. And his name is Sacha Matelet, and he's really good. You can check out his work. He's very young, but he's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So here I became an expert to locate the ones. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And sometimes just get to see the crazy moves of the AI and think like, there's no way this can be like randomly generated because it's really, really cool.
Yeah. It's still good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an AI. This one is not. Oh my god. What am I doing?
There's only one human in all the humans,
Yeah.
the dancers
Okay.
you can see.
Now I need to focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, I didn't see the pattern you were choosing either, so
Maybe this one? No.
I can see.
Let me. The time and everything, you take 3 of those and all of them are AIs, and then you just believe, okay, the 4th one is a human. And that's how I fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one.
Good.
AI.
Oh, no. Yeah, the one on
AI.
the top left.
Top
I
left.
think it's a human.
Oh, thanks. Let's see.
funky beats.
Scary face. Not coming. Yeah, this. What?
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
Oh yeah, there we go. So it's like 2 more rounds.
Yeah, and this level you have other levels with different songs and it gets really dark and really techno-y in the end. But yeah, so we wanted some of us miss dancing like a lot, so we wanted to make a game in which people will be able to dance again and also just meet other people on the dance floor. You can actually play it if you want, the sequence, and change the hat, but I'm guessing you're really more like this.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah, it was funny to see like every people playing the game submitting dance moves and getting creative. So we decided to like in the update to launch like social system with voting and ranking. It's not very like optimized, but it works.
Okay.
Caribbean vibes. All
I
right.
wonder if it's possible to see a pattern if you just look them from far away and just try to see like
There's
what doesn't fit.
There's one way
What?
actually. Sometimes you can just when you point a dancer with your mouse, you can hear sounds that are like made by some moves, and so you can hear like a repetitive sound and just know if it's a one.
Come on. Let me.
Are you gonna choose them yet?
I cannot choose
Yeah,
this
yeah, that's the one. Oh, the one on the
I-
left.
I tried to click this one.
It's not working.
Yeah. It's not
Damn.
working.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
then
that's
Interesting.
weird.
okay, let's see. Finger. Okay, AI. AI. Now this is. I don't know what's happening. I cannot click this one.
Yeah, maybe it has like an empty name or something. Someone submitted like only blank spaces. That
Okay.
happens. Some like people submit sometimes like insults and stuff. So I'm glad we did not see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I knew it was the one I was trying to click, but let's see.
It's always better.
AI. Yep.
So our sound designer Sasha just put the sounds on Spotify because they were too good and people asked. So you can just go and see "Time to Dance" on Spotify and you will find him.
I like it when games put, their soundtrack up so we can listen to it separately as well. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I mean, like the soundtrack was like the songs were made in 2 days or so, the sound effect and stuff. So, and he had to do a lot of different versions because we wanted to add some instruments all the time, so that the game feels more rewarding as you get deeper and deeper in the game.
Yeah, now I can hear the steel drums.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
I was wondering when the steel drums are gonna come in because there's like Caribbean music, so it needs to be steel drums.
Yeah, and the chorus after. But yeah, please focus. We can hear the chorus.
Trying. What's happening to me?
That's the pressure of
Yeah, exactly.
being live.
This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have 9 minutes to finish. Yeah.
A little bit more pressure, so thank you. Do the shake again. No, she's not doing it. How about this one? Yeah.
No.
Oh, no!
The one. Yeah, this one.
Let's see the pattern.
Oh,
I
no.
don't see pattern.
No, it's not.
So it's this. This is the last one, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
you click.
it's this.
That's an instant in French. Actually.
Mm. Wave.
Oh yeah,
wave.
the one with the Vegeta. Yeah, this one.
Oh,
Okay, one
Oh,
round.
yeah.
One round to go.
2 levels.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
But as like the game actually gets easier because there are like only 4 options now.
not this one. So maybe this one. Shake. No,
Oh no, the one on the front row. I think the black hats. I guess.
black hat. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
All right. Final round. Let's see if we can.
Okay, which one?
You have to let it
It's dark.
play so you can hear it. Yeah, that's you have ethics like this.
This one, yeah. Time to vote. Time to dance, please.
Okay,
So I can
you can
taste
hit the play button so you can check what you're doing. So we did this small editor so people could get creative, and so our artists Elliot Trute did a really nice job with this pose.
Yeah, that looks really good. This is good. Yes, I like this hat.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think you will not have time to go through the last stage, so because it's kind of it's kind of too long. I guess it's an extra level that maybe shouldn't be here.
I'm just seeing patterns that are not there.
It's fine. Maybe you can lose on purpose. Your progression is saved anyway in your I'd say player prefs in your brother cookies.
Yeah. Let's see.
So maybe you can just.
So you want to show me something from this game?
You could go to the podium and see the people that were.
Yeah.
You know, within the phase in which you vote, you have like people that are preferred. So you can watch. You can see here the choreographies that were preferred all the time.
That's cool. I remember this one with the hair.
Yeah, that's actually my nickname. Yeah, we had to do so many dance moves just to try the game, and we didn't want to clean the database because like lots of players were already in there. So yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, I can still play.
Yeah, just go ahead and play one more round.
It's
5 minutes. I can do it. Super fast.
I'm gonna speed run it.
No. Actually, this might be a really interesting game for speedrunners.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's very stressful also.
No. How about this one? Yeah? Hey there, let's make more friends. Yes, please. No.
Yeah, so in this version we have here how many different kind of since it's just this and the Caribbean one, or
No, there's another one. It's the best one. Actually. It has to be unlocked. It has to be deserved.
Yeah.
It's really good that
we might be able to see it.
It's gonna take a long time, I guess, because actually the game didn't save your progression on the Caribbean level.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I see.
There's no point in trying to reach it now.
Oh, game over.
There.
But if you want to hear the song, it's true that it's best in the context of the game, but you can hear the sound on Spotify. I will.
Yeah,
put the links in the
but
page.
if you have any links here, then please put it in the
Share
private
those.
chat, and I can share it to in the comments section.
Alright.
So that's something for people to jam to.
Okay.
Yeah, let me open up the windows. It's getting dark here.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah, we are evening here. It's 9 o'clock in the evening here. So, well, yeah, you are one hour behind us. So,
Yes, and Cider. So it's already kind of dark here.
yeah, that's a good thing when we are so north that the sun is up quite long. So
Yeah, I've actually been to Finland and learned to say things in Finland. Even
nothing good, I presume.
Oh yeah, no. Mikä paska päivä. And I have actually a Finnish friend here, a very dear one. And, we invented a poem together, but you will not have to hear it because I do not do poetry on live. But later, maybe.
Yeah. Of course. This time for some other day, some other time. So before we end your section here, where can we play Time to Dance right now? Where you have.
Sorry.
But where should
Where can
people
we
go?
find you?
Yeah.
Find your
Oh
game.
yeah, on itch.io. We always put our games on itch.io. I always put them HTML version, like WebGL version. Some of them are not like video games. We do also like board games and card games. But all of them are made like very fast and in a very, very pleasant way. And we try to make every decisions like unanimous as a collective, like as a community. So there we had a lot of fun making every game we made. Check it out on Savvy community on itch.io. We have many good games and a few terrible games.
Depends on what kind of day you're having. If you're having a paskapäivä, then
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you so very much for being here, and please stay in the backstage, and we'll have a small chat after after the winner has been announced.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have somebody from Big Fish?
Yes, I think we do.
Yeah.
At least we had here some second ago. Yes, we have Corey. We have Corey from TOQGames with us. Hello, Corey.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. Oh, all good here. All good. How are you doing?
Great.
I'm doing really well. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you've already got it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. This one was in the background. Oh, that's lots of things going on there in your studio. So
Yeah, I try to keep my space pretty entertaining. I actually I teach or I tutor math privately, so I do it all through online, and so I like my students to be able to see all this too.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. There's like new things to be found all the time. So
yeah, it keeps people interested.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sort of guessing you are calling in from somewhere in America, right?
Yeah, I'm from Texas, Austin, Texas, actually. The game
Okay,
capital of this place.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I actually. You don't sound like a Texan. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't normally sound. I don't say y'all as much. You know, I don't wear a cowboy hat. I look good in boots though. But,
yeah, but Austin is cool. It's one of my favorite cities in Texas. So yeah, that's
It took me a while to finally move here, but I love it.
Yeah, remember going down the 6th Street, you know, with all those blues bars and everything. That's I really enjoyed it over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the place. A little overpopulated for my taste. But there's some really good spots around here. And I also like all the greenery as far as the city goes. You know, it's a very beautiful city. And we've got like Tesla that's about to be moving in down the road from us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Unless you're trying to buy a house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably. I heard you had really like bad power outages over there. I have a friend living in Austin, and they were out of electricity for over a week.
Mm-hmm.
Something like
that. Yeah, we did. We lost power for a little bit. You know, none of our equipment is set up for it being cold, like having a week of snow. I've never seen a week of snow, like
exactly.
Snow, unless I was in Colorado or something. But
yeah, no, that was so weird because
yeah, it is weird. Global climate change.
Yeah, exactly. It's like over there. It's like scorching. All the times I've been there, I've been there maybe 2-3 times, and it's been scorching heat. You know, sort of desert kind of heat. And of course, when there's a power outage, you know, there's 1 week of snow and really cold weather. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but enough about that. Let's talk what we came here to talk about.
Yeah. So listen, this is the Game Jam version. It looks like.
Yeah, this was very likely the one you sent to the competition. I took this from the GDWC cloud drive, and this was the only version that was there. So
perfect.
You have updated this one as well.
Yeah, I've definitely updated it. Done a few things actually different, but this one holds some things that I actually really liked. It's just that I've found that playtesting, people didn't really care for certain things, and so like I made your attacks, for instance, in the original version, if you try to attack something, you'll actually decrease in size once you do get the attack ability, and so it's When I design games, I try to make things that are two extremes. I found that it's not having one extreme that is entertaining in a game. It's actually two extremes in a game that makes things really entertaining. It's that transition of having to go from one extreme to the other. So like doing melee combat against something and then having to do ranged combat against that thing moments later and then going back to melee. That is a lot more entertaining than just having a straight shooter, for instance. And if you have, like this game, I try to do where you're really big and then you're really small, and then you're really big again, then you're really small. And it totally changes the dynamics between you and your environment. How much can you travel around the environment? How fast can you move? And versus like, can you eat things, or are they going to chase you? So if you're too small, things are chasing you around. If you're big enough, you can actually eat them and they'll run from you. Unless you corner them, sometimes they'll attack back, you know? So you gotta
Do I have to go back from this point, actually?
You do.
Oh, yeah. There's no way.
Yeah. Essentially, what's going to happen is you'll be able to open these gates by having the correct colored tail and having this ability to splash the gates with water so that it paints them that color, whatever your tail color is.
Hmm.
So it's kind of this is my take on a Metroidvania because I grew up playing Metroid games and just absolutely loving them, and the style and the feeling you get and the isolation, and it's kind of dark but still cartoony and friendly in a way. I really try to capture a lot of that based on inspirations that I get from Metroid.
This kind of sea world is capturing that really nicely. The atmosphere.
Have you played the game Rain World?
No.
I believe no.
It is it's brutally hard, but it's a really good game that is I played it at one point and it reminded me a lot of what I tried to make here, which is a very evolving and ever-changing environment. This is also my first fully finished game. Actually, I learned how to code maybe 2 months before actually making this one. I spent a month making it. And it's come a long way now. Like, I just added a section called the Abyss. Way deep down, there's like giant creatures. There's new electrical abilities, and you can create these like electric webs. It's really amazing, and the way it looks, I think, is really just a lot of fun. You know, I make games because I love games. I started by modding, actually, way back when. Fallout New Vegas, I'd mod the daylights out of it. And I started then making some of my own mods because sometimes I'd find they didn't have the mods that I really wanted. So I'd tweak it, I'd make something of myself, or you know, for myself. And then I finally got to this point where I was like, okay, I want to make a full game. And so I had spent like almost 2 years making this big mod pack with a group of people, actually. That turns Minecraft into a Metroid Prime game, but it's our own take and our own version of a Metroid Prime game. So it's really, it's legit. You play on the USG Eshimura from Dead Space, and you fight against aliens from the Alien franchise, like xenomorphs. it's a match. It's a blast, but you know. And so I made that, and I was like, okay, I've done 2 years of my life just making a game and really proving to myself too that I can truly make a game. How about I just make my own game that I can sell, that I can actually do something with? So
yeah, exactly.
I started on a game called Annulus, which is it's a math term for a ring, and I couldn't name it Halo because that was taken, and I couldn't name it Corona, which is like a ring also because yeah, obvious reasons. So I named it Annulus. Yeah. Anyways, I started working on that one just before this one, and that's actually where I got kind of that was my basis, my real first of a game, and I'm still working on that one too, about halfway through it. And I oscillate between this game and that game and this game and that game, just making whatever I'm inspired to make, you know, try something new. So I'll end up taking some of the code from this one, putting it into that one, taking some of it from that one, putting it into this one, change it up, make it for that game, and it works really well because then I'm really only having to learn something new and build something new and try it out like one time, and I do it twice at that one time, as opposed to I make a game now and then try in a few years to make a whole nother game and do what I just did. It doesn't really, I don't know, it's not the same. I think 2 is the way to go. I can focus on that.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
so what now?
Down, if you go down to the right, have you gone down into that little crevice yet? I wasn't fully paying attention. Did you go all the way down there?
I don't.
No. Oh, and I'm so huge right now.
Right? Is there? And I'm not sure if this version has it. The original version doesn't have this button, so let me know. But can you get smaller with any of your buttons?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you at least have that, because that's really helpful. You can get smaller, and this is my idea of like a morph ball. So you can kind of travel through smaller crevices this way. That's the idea.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of like the Metroid way of doing it. You've got to have a smaller area that you've got to travel through, and so you get smaller to do it.
So you have this idea of getting smaller, like not right away, but after a while, making this game.
It kind of came with like it had to happen. So getting bigger, of course, was the idea. But I realized that if I wanted to continue getting bigger, then I'm actually closing off areas behind me if I do that. So I'd like to be able to explore all the areas and not close them off just because I, ate everything I saw. So I had to get smaller. So I had it to where you would get attacked to get smaller. Now, my first playtester immediately did not like that. And I totally agreed after seeing the struggle that they went through, because I was like, okay, if you have to actually get hurt to get smaller to get back into these places, then it's kind of annoying. It's not really fun. So I allowed for a button that makes you smaller intentionally, and I made where you spit out little bubbles when you do it. So you're just kind of like releasing air, kind of like a puffer fish in a sense. You're like a puffer snake, I guess.
That's a cool idea.
So do you have to be?
Oh, what's
you
that?
got the dash, right?
Come on.
Crab.
What's that? How do I do dash?
Dash would have been. Let's see here.
Whoa.
Hey,
Yeah,
can
but-
you do something? You have the violet tail right now. So could you go through that door then?
If you had picked up the attack, which was in the top right corner of this room, but the dash ability lets you actually jump out of water. There's actually a wall that you would have had to have gotten over, so that's why I think you had gotten the dash already.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I can just like I go faster when I go like oh no, come on, stay
No,
away.
this guy's gonna. Get
Ah!
There's a button that you're not pushing here. I think it's. Let's see, what is it?
Ah,
Probably. It's whatever your eat button is. So whatever your eat button is, if it's not dashing it forward, you didn't pick up the dash.
I eat
No.
when I press
Okay,
B.
Yeah, so you're missing the dash, and so that opens up a lot of platforming areas, so you can actually get around. Right now, you're still just kind of exploring the world.
There was some kind of instruction talking about dash, but it didn't say like what button I need to press.
It's
It was
because,
just saying that by dashing you can do this and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It looks like you had managed to get over the wall, anyways. So the dash was in that room just before you came across that ledge or whatever.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
oh come
And-
on, go away.
I didn't. So you can actually, like in all technicality, you can actually beat the whole game without ever getting the dash, which is why I left that ability of being able to get over the wall in there. I probably made it bigger since then so that people are at least going to get the dash so that you can jump out of water. But in all honesty, you can still do it without.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I regularly do that when I speed run it.
And I can stun enemies at least. I see, like.
So
How do
yeah,
you do
you can
that?
stun enemies when you get the just above you is I mean keep going down, but just above you is the area where you would have gotten the attack ability.
Oh, so I'm missing all the abilities.
Yeah, so that's basically you're like halfway through the game right now, and you haven't picked up any of the abilities yet. That's the best part about Metroidvania is you get to learn the whole area and then go, oh yeah, I can get back to this area, and now I can actually get past. So what you ought to do is go down, actually, not go back up to this, because you're just going to a gate you can't get past anyways.
Yep.
So you go down, and there's a path that goes straight up. You'll see it in a second. You can get up that way, and yeah, we'll go back and collect we still have some video time left. We'll go back and actually collect the abilities. No, not there. It's farther past. But there's an egg if you want to pick that up.
Oh,
Make your tail grow longer.
I hurt myself. Let's see. Let's have this one. Oh, those small things are now trying to eat me as well.
So I have a bad habit of I force myself not to tell my playtesters how to play the game, and so I probably should be giving you some hints along the way. But we'll see that.
Is this where you should go up? Oh, but there we go.
I cannot go anywhere else because that thing is going to eat me.
Yeah, go left when you get up.
So
Left.
of course.
Yeah.
I cannot go. Oh no! Go. Yes.
Ha ha ha.
So
Easy.
that right there, the feeling of getting chased by a bug that's just going to kill you anyways, is I think grand. It's a great feeling.
Yep.
So
Keep,
yeah, I have to
keep
go to
going
the left.
again. Yeah, keep going left. You worked yourself way back up in here, and I wasn't paying enough attention if you had gotten the abilities yet. It's talking about Texas.
No worries. I usually play. I'm an awful player. I always miss things.
Well, that's really helpful for playtesters. So you can go left up here, actually, just swim across the whole void,
Strap thing. Ah,
or you can get caught by a crab. That's also easy up to.
that's the plan B.
Yeah.
So left.
Keep going
You were saying.
left. Yeah, it's pretty much almost directly to your left, the whole thing.
Oh. Come on, let me eat you. Nice. What?
All right, we got that from a whale. All be damned. What?
The inspiration
What's the
behind the
inspiration?
design of the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to make some kind of a fish in water, and I didn't really like the way it looked if I had a fish facing upwards, and then when he rotates around, I'd have to flip the image. And I don't know, something about it didn't sit right with me, and so I decided that I wanted to do this kind of a view where you see it from the side and it just stays that one direction going around. And I've stuck with that viewpoint for quite a bit of the game, actually. Well, when I had created it, there was no tail. And so I was just kind of trying to use this little fish sprite thing, and I didn't think that quite looked right either. So I needed some kind of something to trail along, and I wasn't going to settle for, like a half-done, not really well-done tail or whatever. So I figured out how to code a bunch of nodes that use a for loop that follow each previous node's location, and then I draw lines between some distance of those nodes, and I have that distance decreased by the time it gets to the end. Bottom line, I create this long tail that follows you, and I think it looks great. Although when I look at my percentage of how much is being used in processing, easily 3/4 of my processing power is actually in that tail right there. Not the AI, not the crazy things you can do with the electricity later. No, nothing. That's that tail right there.
Whoa. Can I eat those big ones if I get really, really, really huge?
You can in the latest version for sure, and I'm pretty sure you could in the original, but I don't know if you can somewhere in the middle. So there's a possibility. It's at least once you get the jaws.
Oh,
So you see the flowers, so there's your dash.
Whoa, thank you. If
Yeah.
I can.
The trick to this room, though, is that you've got this guy following you, and he follows you into the smog, and all this stuff that's coming out of the flower is smog.
Oh, okay.
It's, another big inspiration that I took for the game is I wanted to say some kind of a message with my game. If I had a month to make something, I was like, well, what do I do with my art? I'm going to at least say some kind of a message. So it's a very vague message at this point, but this is a post-apocalyptic world. This is what's happened after we've destroyed our oceans, and there's this like black hardened soot that has just covered the whole planet. And what you're trying to do is essentially take this thing that I call the atom, and take it from one generator that this city is using, and there's a whole city at the bottom of this whole place, and it's generating all the smog that's been producing all of this everywhere. And you can even see the faces of giant dead fish throughout. I made faces in the architecture of everything in the game. And so you're swimming in a graveyard, essentially. And that dash is pretty helpful, huh?
Yeah. Totally changes the whole game.
Yeah, especially when you get to the platforming sections. Again, I can beat the game without using the dash, but it's a lot more difficult. And you have to use essentially another little hidden mechanic. There's two hidden mechanics, which I do eventually explain in the game in later versions, but one of them is that you can swim back and forth like a snake, and you'll move faster. You actually accelerate.
Yeah.
And then the other hidden mechanic is that there's essentially like a nose climb, and if you put your mouth up to the wall, you'll actually clip into the wall just a little bit so that it carries you up, and you can nose climb your way up walls, vertical surfaces. So those are the two speedrunning tactics that you can use to get farther.
Also, you cannot swim normal anymore. Is it just so you're like just dashing right now?
No, I can swim normally, but this is just so good. Like, I don't want to live without.
Is there an
dash.
ability? No, there's no.
Gates will only open.
But he's not able to swim now because he's up in the air, if that's what you're asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I opened the gate. Nice.
There's actually whole sections where you're on
So
land.
huge. Oh. Okay, back in the water. I was here.
So the goal essentially is to save the world. And when you take this power source away from essentially there were two people, like two groups of people, and one of them wanted to use this great power source so that they could just create a utopia, heal the world around them, and live with this efficient energy that they have and whatever. And the other group of people wanted to build and consume and industrialize and use it to just make more things that were disposable, whatever. So inevitably greed consumed the whole group of people, and in the latest version I actually have this whole story that you can see at the beginning of the game. So I should have sent you my latest update. Oops.
But in a way,
Yeah,
it's
really
okay.
cool.
I mean, this version was the version that is the winner of the final. I mean, the finalist.
Yeah, exactly. This is the version that got here, so I'd love to see how it does. And I've only just added more to it from this point. But yeah, so one of the groups of people built this massive city that grew so large that it sank into the sea. And you get to go find this city and steal the power source back and bring it back to where your nest was, where the original core generator was. I actually designed the generator to look like the Large Hadron Collider.
That's cool.
I thought since I was using exactly. I'm a science nerd, and so I threw in a lot of little bits of that kind of stuff.
So where do I have to go right now? Actually, sorry to.
So you got the attack, right? You climbed up there. You got the attack.
I don't have the attack.
You didn't get it from the flower?
No.
Yeah. See, you just opened the gate.
Really?
That's your
I think
attack.
you did.
See, do it again. Not that button. This one's a new button.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, you opened the
That's
gate.
cool. So yeah, the very original version actually had where the attack made you smaller. You get smaller actually just for using it. But it was kind of tedious. So now the attacks are essentially infinite. You can do as many as you want.
And now I think you have the tail is the wrong color.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you get a red tail. So part of this, a lot of this game actually has I call it like a half procedural generation. Like all the rooms and the architecture is the same, but the creatures in it are essentially going to be kind of different. There are different enemies that come in, and if you're not going to get past that, so you're actually going to want to go back and find yourself a red enemy. It says red gates require you to have eaten the largest of enemies, so you have to actually go find a red enemy.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. So
that one.
if you eat small enemies, big enemies start showing up. Essentially, if you eat the babies, the mama's going to come up and be really mad, and she'll pop up in the room, and you've got to fight the red enemy. You fight them by using that attack. It's that stun ability, so you can actually hurt them, you can decrease their size now, just like how they've been doing it to you. You get to do it to them.
I'm still not sure how to attack. Like,
so you should be using, I think, right click on your mouse.
I'm using a controller.
Oh, okay. Then it would probably be X.
X makes me go smaller.
X makes you go smaller.
B makes me go dash.
B
makes
is
me
dash.
dash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Then what's A?
This is Xbox controller.
I
A
gotcha.
is the same as B. I mean, now I press B, and now I press A.
Well, maybe.
Is this the attack?
Oh, so you do get smaller when you attack. That's why. And you're too small to attack. So you actually have to go eat some mushrooms and get yourself a little bit bigger. Because the bugs will start chasing you, actually. You're too small, my friend. Yeah, so I've since changed that. I've made it so that you can attack as much as you want. Because, like I said, this gets a little bit tedious because you're always having to get it bigger just so that you can attack something. So now if you use the button that makes you smaller,
I can attack.
which I guess is, then you'll also be attacking.
Oh, now I see.
Yeah. So this is attacking and making them smaller. So you have to maintain your size. And this was another one of those things that I said, like you can, both extremes. It's fun to go back and forth between both extremes. Well, apparently that idea doesn't work all the time because I think it's not quite as much fun to have to go back and forth between attacking and getting bigger and attacking and getting bigger. This one is, I think, tedious.
The red one, but no.
But here you
Why
go.
is it
There's
so
the red
weird?
one. Right? So you'll have to decrease his size, and then you're gonna have to eat some bugs or eat some stuff so that you can get big enough and actually consume them. But you get a good reward when you do, and you get to turn red.
Let's see. If I attack, can I attack like those two at the same time with one attack, or?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Ah, it was bad, really bad.
When you do the attack too, don't treat it like, and this is also why I said infinite attacks are fine now, but like in this version, don't spam the attack button because you're also just going to get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And then you lose everything real fast. I think that was even the reason why I just about pretty much took that whole feature away.
Okay.
But it's fun. It's a challenge. That's actually why I even left the Game Jam version up, was because I enjoy this version. It makes me have to really gauge how much of an attack I can do, or how often I get to attack. I don't just get to like go around and attack like crazy, you know. But the latest version, like, so another thing that I had done is that your tail, when you finally get this red enemy, your tail becomes a weapon.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I won't tell you since you're probably about to do it. So there you go. Enjoy.
Okay, let's make it smaller. Can I eat it? No.
It's small enough that you could get bigger and eat it.
Yep. Put that one. Just a little bit more.
Yeah. If it goes away from the screen, is it gonna? Yeah.
No, it doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stays active.
Yeah.
Then define it again.
30 minutes is actually full, but let's just see.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh, it is.
1 minute more.
Yeah, we can go 1 minute. We can afford 1 more minute. Well, yeah. Please tell us where people can play this game. Where?
So people can play this game by getting it on itch.io, and here in the coming month or two, I plan on getting it up on Steam. It's kind of at that level now. It's a big enough game, and I'm still adding more to it. So, you know, essentially, if anyone wants to go ahead and buy it, it's cheap, really, really cheap right now, and they can help me essentially make this game possible, or more possible. It's already here.
Yeah. All right. Let's hope you can eat it.
Get it! You're so close.
Where did it go?
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
So your tail is now electrified.
Oh, that's cool.
And as you
that
eat
was
more of those green eggs, you get a tail that stretches across the whole screen, and you can use it for electric stuff. And in the latest version, you can use it as much as you want, electrocute everything like crazy, go nuts. And when you mix that with the water shot, you can shoot 3 water shots out that are all electrically connected, and will they'll like net onto other creatures and electrify them. It's kind of a blast, and it's a trip to watch. So careful if you have epilepsy, you know.
All right,
really cool.
that's really cool. All right, so yeah, let's
So yeah,
move
good issue.
over.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
if you have time, stay there.
I'll stick
and
around for
wait
sure.
a little bit, and let's
Yeah.
see who's the winner.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was great meeting you guys.
And now it's time to have Ollie on the screen. Where are you?
Yeah,
There.
yeah. So welcome back, Ollie.
Thank you.
Some
Hello,
few
everybody.
words from our sponsors, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna reveal our winners. Sorry, not the winners yet. I'm gonna reveal the rewards for the winners in the Game Jam category. So, as previously in fan favorite category, in the Game Jam category, the winners will also receive the Finland themed GDWC care package, which comes with some tasty salmiaks from Namitupa, and some antibacterial designed and made in Finland mask boxes with mask and hand sanitizer by Koura, and soft and delicious Finland made licorice and otter goodies by Kouvolan Lakritsi. Selection of great street food spices and some hot napalmin alle candy by Poppamies. Great Finnish artisan coffees provided by Slurp. Remember that you can get a €5 discount on first order with the code GDWC-coffee. And additionally to the care package, there's also the official GDWC 2020 t-shirt by Kapanen Production, who are experts in the officially licensed merchandise. And the winning team will also get 2 pairs of Valkos fine-tuned active noise cancellation headphones. And all 3 teams will get 1-year Houdini core licenses by SideFX to empower your 3D animation workflow. And also, Ludo will provide 1-year subscription to their AI-driven game idea tool to each of the top 3 teams. And finally, the beautiful winner placards made from Finnish wood right here in Oulu by Lastu. And once again, remember there is a 15% discount to Lastu store with the code GDWC2020. And you can find links to all of the sponsors in the description. And now, to announce the winners, we are joined by one of our judges for GDWC 2020. Please welcome Nikolina Finska from Unicorn Pirates Studio. Are you ready, Nikolina?
Yeah, hi. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, it's great to be here. My name is Nikolina Finska. I'm a serial entrepreneur, speaker, diversity champion, and also Women in the Games International Ambassador. And of course, I was also a member of the jury, which I really, really enjoyed. We had a great time going through the Game Jam category. There were some heated discussions. The competition was absolutely amazing this year. But yeah, we managed to decide at the end. So I'm here to present the hobby category nominees. When we were making the judgment, we took into account the team size, like how many people actually worked on the game, and also we took into account how long the Game Jam was lasting, the length of it. So I hope that we managed to make the best decision. I said, in our eyes, all the games are winners. So yeah, let's check the hobby category nominees. All right, so we saw our finalists. So I will now present first the third place, which goes to Big Fish by TOQGames from United States, from Austin. So congratulations. All right, second place, I missed the drum roll here. It would be cool to have a drum roll in the background. The second place goes to Cat Colony Crisis by Cider Games from Canada. Congratulations. All right, and now I think that we all know who is the winner. So big congrats to the winners. Time to Dance by Civic Community from France. Well done. All right, congratulations to all the winners. All the games were amazing, and we definitely enjoyed playing them and learning more about them. So great job to all.
All right.
Thank you, Nicolina.
Welcome.
Thank you, Nicolina, for being here. All right. So, Time to Dance won. Do you want to tell the viewers anything? You have any words?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I guess it wasn't easy at all because all the games we saw tonight are really, really good. Yeah, I would like to thank you for doing this. I think it's super important. I want to thank the team that is behind the game. We had much fun doing this, and yeah, if I have time, I will tell the names of everyone. Is it possible?
Yes, of course. We have lots of time here.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, thank you, Tom. Tom is the programmer. Is like a genius programmer or so. I don't know. But it's very, very, very. I'm very happy to have him around all the time to just calm people and say, okay, let's prioritize and stuff like this. I want to thank Elliot, that is an amazing work with the art, and Sasha, that did an excellent work also on the music. Juliette was excellent on just doing stuff related to the community, the testing, the players and stuff. And all the other persons that were involved, because we always do things as a community, so there's always a lot of people like telling their ideas and participating in the meetings and stuff. So thank you all of these guys. Thank you everyone. I don't know what to say.
All right, thank you so much. And yeah, really, really fun game. So yeah, and all top 3, thank you so very much for being part of this game as well. How are you feeling out there?
Great.
Woo!
Congrats, everybody.
I feel great. Also,
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's awesome to be here and to have gotten to meet all of you guys.
I have to say it's great to meet the people who are behind the games who played and loved and argued about. So it's really awesome to actually see you all and hear more about the process which went behind the scene when you were making the games.
Yeah, and you, Nicolina, said that you were a part of the judging process as well. So how many games sort of did you have over there? There was probably quite a few to go through.
Yeah, I was actually referring two categories. So I had to spend lots of time playing games, which is really difficult. But that's a great part because you really enjoy playing the games. But then deciding which ones are the best, that's really hard because this year there were so many good games. And even with the hobby category, I mean, I was like, are you sure this is hobby? This is game jam? Because this is so professional. You know, when I participate in a game jam, my games are horrible, you know. So I was like, this is spectacular how much, how mature they were, how great they were, having in mind they were done in a limited time and resources. So yeah, that wasn't an easy job to make a decision, but playing lots of games, yeah, you know, it's a great excuse to say I'm busy. You know, I have to work. That's a good part. Yeah.
Yeah, we really want to thank you for having this category, right? It's nice to have a chance to sort of just compete against a bunch of different jams from all kinds of different topics and themes, and just, you know, to see what else is out there as far as, you know, all the other awesome game jams that are available. And I mean, we're all very pleased to be one of the top 3 in the world as far as this event is concerned. And congratulations to Time to Dance. I played your game. It was quite a lot of fun and a really nice experience. So congratulations.
Yeah, the music's great too.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And we are getting congratulations here from the viewers as well. So I'm gonna put them on the screen here, and
awesome.
So that's really nice. And yeah, do you? Yeah.
Just to say, I'm glad game jams exist, and I knew nothing of this thing like 2 years ago, and I discovered a very nice community of people just helping each other, just like a very healthy community around game jams, and indie game producers and designers that are very nice, and I think it's a very nice way to learn games and learn how to make games, learn how to get better, and I'm really glad that you have this kind of category here and the GDWC.
Yeah, it's been definitely like an interesting concept, and also, as I said before, we also had this year already 2 game jams of our own, of their own, itch.io. So that's been really interesting to see what people come up with in a week as well. So it's definitely something that we enjoy here, and we will continue to enjoy. So do you have any last words before we move over to the next thing here, or do you want to add something? The word is yours still for a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, I would like to take this opportunity
of course.
To just say anyone who's interested in what they saw in Cat Colony Crisis, jump on Google Play or the Apple App Store or Steam or itch.io and check out our newest build. It's all 100% free, and have some fun monkeying around with some cats, and also to remind everybody, just try and stay safe in this last little bit of the whole COVID thing, so we can get through this and have big public gatherings again safely.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that, so we could actually go to have some physical game jams as well. That would be awesome.
Yes.
I actually have to add that I am having COVID-19 right now. I'm on my 7th day. So yeah, but as you can see, I'm one of the lucky ones with the milder. I have a jam nose and a bit of a fever. So I actually appreciate your game, Cat's game, because it's kind of much more relatable right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So
I hope we can all see in the future in real life. Yeah.
And all the best. Hope you get rid of it really soon and it doesn't get worse than it is right now. So yeah. Now we thank you all and congratulations to all three of you for making it to the top 3, and one more to the winners, of course. And time to dance. And go check out the games. And we will now go over to the official selection that we have with highlights from games from the 2020 championships. Let's see another 10 games. And after that, we change the category. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Congrats.
Bye.
again.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Stay safe, everyone.
Everything, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.